What's up, guys? It's Stefan here, and I hope you guys are having a good day. And we're back today with a last question mark challenge in the Bahrain Grand Prix. We're just going to go off to the start now, talk a bit more about my channel a bit later. So, getting the clutch and revving up the car, and off we go. The 5 red lights go, and have a decent start. Ericsson just bogs down a bit. As you can see, they're going quite full. Now they're going 3 wide or 4 wide before, but as you can see, we're going down the inside, braking really late, having to cut the corner quite a bit to stay out of Alonso's way. And as you can see, Grosjean, was it Magnussen? I can't really see that, but I think it was Grosjean. It was Magnussen. It just came in a bit too quick for me, and I just overtook Alonso, Hulkenberg there, and just about overtook Massa there as well. But Magnussen just came in way too fast for me. I couldn't challenge him. I think I could have, but if I did, it would have been really risky. As you can see, braking really late and going up the inside. Magnussen having to go as late as possible to brake just before I hit Fernando's rear, his gearbox. So braking at the white line, taking it quite nicely, clipping the apex, and going down, putting over inch mix. But so far, it's been a good start. Well, most of these cars you'll be seeing now are different coloured, so except from the Ferrari, Red Bull, Mercedes, Haas is technically the same as 2016, and yeah, but we've closed on the front. Alonso had a brake really late. I didn't even intend to make a move actually in my brain. I accidentally broke a bit lane. I just made a dive bomb, and as expected, the Honda engine's really bad, so obviously we'll pass them quite easily. And unfortunately, I don't have the runner engine because I can't do a mod since I'm not on PC, I'm on PS4, but it does not matter. So keeping it rich, as you see, even with Fernando in our slipstream, we still can't catch us. So it's quite easy for now. There's yellow flags behind us, and we're starting to resume the race. But I think someone's retired, and as you'll see, coming up on the screen right now, Pascal Wehrlein has just dropped out of the race, and you see Wehrlein coming up. And yeah, in the replay camera, his car back end just blew up. So, his engine's blown up. That's the end of his race and this last question mark challenge. So technically for him, it's a last to last. So carrying on with our race, Sainz is ahead, and we're just braking really late, just about getting that inside move there. And it's like a Grosjean move, but just a bit more easier than Grosjean, So this was on the middle of lap 4. Now we're taking this corner quite nicely. I always struggle with that corner. You guys might see a bit later on in the video, but we do have DRS just about from Kvyat ahead. Upping the mixture into Richin for momentarily. Put it down into stand and taking the corner quite hard there, just clipping too much of the apex. So need to cut down my corner cutting or exceeding track limits. As you see, going wide there, but fortunately we just about don't get warning for exceeding track limits, because the more time you stay off the track, except if you're going down the inside, the more time you stay off wide, they don't give you any. It's about 1 second, so we're just coming off and going back on quick, back on the track real quick. But as you see, Kvyat's ahead of us, shaking my wheel, not quite happy with my start at the moment, even though P10 at the start, but brake really late, going down in the inside. But Kvyat gets a nice switch back on us, having to take that corner quite slow because Kvyat just came back all of a sudden, and Sainz is behind us, pressurizing us. What's he going to do? He tries moving to the inside, goes for the overturn, but we brake right too late for him, so no way he could overtake us. This is a last question mark challenge, not looking behind us challenge. So Kvyat's ahead of us. We're close to him this lap. Brake really late through that corner, not even just about taking the maximum grip as possible as we could, just to close up to him. Again, pulling on DRS, putting it probably rich mix by now. Closing on him quite quickly. Yeah, it is on rich mix. Braking just moderately there, not going too far ahead, even though we did go a bit wide. But this was not a good opportunity for Kvyat to come back quite easily, as like last time. So we've got P-dive, quite easily, but Kvyat tried to pressurize us, but he just about can't. And yeah, so that's that position done. So now we move on to the end of lap 6, and as you see, closing on Grosjean, can't wait to see if I can do overtake or get in some battles. But then, yeah, they all come in the pits, and as you see, my teammate comes in, but he fortunately didn't block my when I wanted to make my stop, because the original time was supposed to be lap 6. That was what my team wanted me to do, but I just thought the super softs, they're quite quick for around 7 laps, so I might as well stretch it out equal. As you can see, my tyre wear is not that much, so it's due to all these lockups and all these mistakes, going wide, having some screeching of the tyres, quite annoying. But going through this first sector, I'm just showing you guys this lap how if I can do the overcut on them or if I can't. So you see, taking that corner quite nice, and coming through here, just braking before the white line, going having some oversteer there, taking that corner really bad and having a massive spin there, and Kvyat gets past us, Magnussen as well, and Hamilton. So that was quite a bad spin, and fortunately green flags again. But ahead of us, you can see Hamilton goes right around the outside of Magnussen. He spins Magnussen off, and Magnussen just been spun just like me, but for another car. That strikes me so much. I have loads of oversteer, and this is just telling me come in for new tyres now, because you can see my tyres are screeching and the tyre pressures are really high. So that was quite a dramatic part of the race there. Boxing in this lap 100%, no way, even if our teammate is there, but he won't because he's up behind us at the moment. But no way Jose will not come in this lap. But Hamilton's already just, not lapped us, but just kind of, he could do 2 stops and still be ahead of us at the moment. So quite comfortable for him. So as you see, we've got Renault boys behind us, and Force India and the Williams. So taking that pit stop really nice there. And there's Honda, Toro Rosso. We get out ahead of Renault. Will Renault get ahead of Williams? They don't, and they have to get out the back. So unfortunate for the Renault boys there, and they don't get good start off there. But this is their second chance to overtake me, but with Hulkenberg this time on the exit of the pit lane, and I just pressurized myself to brake as late as possible there, a clean, moderate way, so then there could be no incident. And just after I come out again, there's a yellow flag, and our fellow man Massa has just retired from the Grand Prix. So you see, my delta's quite bad, and getting it quite down easily this time. I'm not distracted by anything. So we're going to see the replay, what happened to him. And yeah, we didn't get to go back as far as possible. You can just see he just there hanging there in the wall. So unfortunate for him. So this is the end of the VSC, and we're up by some time, and I left that time so I can catch it up quite quickly. But then I went red for a moment, and fortunately I did have a good start, but I didn't have a good exit, so it wasn't as good as I would think. So now I'm just going to show you guys the array of these laps. I was going wide a bit there, and unfortunately we don't get I was expecting a 3-second time penalty for exceeding track limits, but we don't, fortunately. So that's lap 9 done. Now we're moving on to lap 10 quickly, and lap 11, and then lap 12, lap 13, and now the end, around the end of lap, at the end of lap 13. So caught up to Sainz and Kvyat, caught up rapidly to this, and actually brake really late so I can gain as much and overtaking quite easy on the straight. But this might not be an easy overtake as last time. So putting on the DRS there, staying behind him, putting up in Rich Mook, shaking the wheel. Still not happy with my position due to a spin, but Sainz has got DRS as well. We just brake just before the 100-meter board, brake really late, we don't even hit the apex. That's how much we were committed. We squeezed him out, and there was no way he could even defend from that. We broke really late, squeezed him out there, and I'm gonna show this final lap because of the tension. It was me, and if you saw me, I was so scared. My heart rate was really high. I was pushing hard. I just wanted to overtake him around this place, but I didn't get the speed to overtake him here because this is one of my good overtaking spots. I've done 2 overtakes on Alonso and Magnussen here, but yeah, it wasn't even Magnussen, it was Sainz actually. So I mean, it wasn't Alonso, it was Sainz. Magnussen we did overtake him, but yeah, but if I could get a good exit off here, but that exit there, especially in the dirty air, is really hard. So Lewis Hamilton does win the race, and but we are on the final lap, and this is what we're focusing on. So Rich Mix just behind Kvyat, having a bit of overstay there, we just ruined a bit of our chance. We just about managed to catch it quickly enough, even keeping it in third, fourth, shifting it back up to sixth, putting in Rich Mix, trying to catch up as quickly as possible to him. And I thought, let's go, all guns blazing in this braking zone, just about dive through the inside, nearly breaking off his front wing. The hand of anchor goes up. Fortunately, we don't get a penalty, but we do manage to get PA in this last question mark challenge, and that was a really dramatic end to this Grand Prix. And if that was in AOR or something, I don't think they would have allowed that. I think I probably would have got disqualified or something. But this is AI, but I did kind of feel a bit sorry about that, but I just had to go for it. You know, sometimes you have to do what you have to do. So Mercedes won this Grand Prix. As we know that Lewis Hamilton, as you see, he's coming back up on the stage celebrating, but the main thing is that we got P8. So Sebastian Vettel actually started first and won the race, but unfortunately we started last and finished 8th. So we gained about 12 positions. That's my best last question mark challenge of 2, which is at least we've done something good. So this is nearing the end of the video, but seeing the driver standards doesn't mean anything. It's not like we're carrying a tally board with us, but you know, that was a really dramatic end. As you see, exceeding track limits and corner cutting. Perez gets a stop-go penalty for corner cutting and gaining a place on lap 1. I don't know why he did that, but mechanical failure and collision with Magnussen, but all of that is done. So this is the end of the video, guys. Hope you like it. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and FF1